Hello everyone, this is Ray, and I'm the Northeast supervisor up here for Vendomatic. But anyway, I decided to make a video today when I was out fixing a ride and thought it might be beneficial for you guys to watch it, and for the new guys that aren't sure about rides or anything else. So I ended up doing this because a guy didn't know how to fix it, so I decided to do a video on it. So I hope you like it. Hello, this is Ray, Northeast Supervisor for Vendomatic. I decided to make a little video on, diagnosing a ride and trying to fix a ride. So it's all going to start with number one, do you have your repair kit that the company sends you, which looks like this. Usually it's a box that has all the stuff in it. You got screwdrivers, you got clips, you got wire nuts, you got boards, you got zip ties, what else is down here? Fuses and locks and whatever you need to fix your ride. It's important to make sure that you got your stuff with you so you can check out the ride. Anyway, so the next thing you want to check if the ride's not working is, number one, does it have power going to the wall? So I will use this tool right here that I got from my handy dandy little toolbox right there. And so if you notice right here, there's another electrical Coke machine here that's also got, not taking money. Something's wrong with it. So maybe that's an indication that there's no power. And here is the power cord right down there. Okay, so I plugged in my power checker and it showed me that there was power going to the cord. So there's got to be something else wrong with the ride itself. So what you need to do is, take off the cover. I've already unlocked the little lock there with the rod and took it out, so I can take the cover off of here and let's look inside. Looking inside here, I have the front cover on my lap here. Let me show you it. This is the front cover here. Okay. Now if you notice, let me see if I can get a better shot here. If you notice, get these wires out of the way here. It's hard for me to see. Right down here, as you can see, right here is like a little metal thing that the coins hit, and what they do is they go down and start the ride. So I'm going to try to start the ride by clicking it once, twice, and as you can see, the ride is working. Okay, so that means that it's not the mech, it's not the ride, it's not the mechanism itself. There's something else wrong. So what is it? On further examination of the mechanism itself, it seems as though there's some coins jammed in there. Pretty good. I'll show you a video of it. Hold on. If you look down at the coin mech there, you can see that there's coins jammed in there. So you need to get those coins out. And now these kind of mechs come out pretty easily. As you can see right here, all you have to do is lift this tab up right here and lift this tab up, and the mech will slide out from these hooks. Okay, so we got that side out, and if I lift this, see, the mech will pull right out of its slot. Hold on, I can't do this with one hand. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so there, the mech comes out that easily, as you can see. Now, to get the coins out from the mech itself, first of all, you're going to want to check the little door. There's a little door here that opens. Try to get this with one hand here. Hold on. This little door here opens up like this, okay, and you can get any mech or coin that's jammed in there out of there. Now, This right here is the plastic type of mech, okay, and it just snaps back on just like that, okay. And the good thing about these plastic ones is that the Canadian coins, which are made out of different material than our coins in the United States, won't stick to the magnet that's inside of here. And on the metal coin mechs, you might have to take this magnet out if you're having problems with Canadian coins or something going in there and getting hung up on the magnet itself. So anyway, so there's no coins in the coin mech itself, but if you look down into the slot, there's a bunch of coins in there. So all you have to do is just basically get them out of there any way you can, okay. So I'm going to just fool around with it. First I'm going to take the whole thing, and I'm just going to shake it. Try to get these coins out of here. Okay, well, I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be shaking this and sticking screwdrivers down in there and do what I have to do to get these coins out. And notice also there's paper stuck in there, which is probably what made the coins stick in the first place. So I've fixed this first mech already, and like I said, it was paper that was jammed in there that was causing the coins to stick in there. And also I took out the other coin mech, as you can see, and inside of that is also some more paper. And if you look underneath of it, you can see that, let me get it there, there's more paper. It looks like somebody purposely wrapped paper around a quarter and stuck it in there so this machine won't work. I'm not going to say who it is because I don't know, but if I had to guess, well, I can't say that. So figure it out for yourself. But anyway, somebody purposely jammed this up so it wouldn't work. Okay, as you can see, mech's all cleared up. See, I unjammed everything, and not only was paper in there, but as you can see, all those pennies and everything that was in there that fell out of here. So even, you know, all this stuff there was inside that coin mech. So I'm going to put it together now. It's easy to put them back together, as you should. You know, you just slide this thing in there like this, you know, just right sideways, just like that, you know, and then you just push it up against the locks like this, open the lock, and it'll slide right back in there. That's making a liar out of me. Hold on. I'm trying to do this with one hand and take the video at the same time, so it's kind of difficult. Let me use two hands. Okay, I'll use two hands. Okay, upon inspection of the coin return mechanism, I found out that it was a little bit gummed up and sticking, and so when you press the button to get the coins back, the coin return mechanism wasn't coming back into the upright position. So you always carry a little bit of this WD here and lube it up. It'll work just fine. It's very important to carry tools with you while you're doing your service work. You never know when you're going to run into situations like this. So I'm going to lube it up, and then we're going to check the ride. Okay, I have lubed up all the parts to the mechanism, and I have put the mechs back onto the stand itself, and we're going to check the ride, see if I did a good job. If not, well, back to the drawing board, right? Hold on. Okay, so everything's back together. Let me try one slot and try another slot. Uh-oh, that didn't work. The coins came back like they're supposed to. Let's try it again. It doesn't seem like these coins. Okay, the coins came back, but it doesn't seem like the coins are hitting the metal rod. So let's take this apart and check it again. So upon further inspection of these mechs right here, the coins weren't going through. They were just going straight to the return slot. So instead of messing around with the coin mechs, I put 2 new coin mechs back in. They're all clean. They work good. As you can see, if you press this thing, you know, it returns the money and it goes back into where it's supposed to go. Hopefully when I get this back on there, the ride's going to work this time. But I just want you to notice one other thing here. As I was working on this ride, this wire came out. So now it's very important to remember where the wires came out. I'm kind of lucky because, as you can see, right in there, there's only one spot right there that the wire can go. But if you have any problems wiring something together, what you do is call Everett and you know, talk to a guy named Tim Painter. He's the main guy that I talk to when working on rides, and he can walk you through just about anything. And if he doesn't understand anything or something, if he doesn't understand what you're talking, he'll say, take a picture of it and send it to me. And that's what I do with my TMs if they need help with something and they can't figure it out and I don't know what they're talking about. I have them send a picture of it to me, and most of the times, 99% of the times, they can fix it on the spot. So it's very important that you keep these things in mind when you're working on rides, and try not to leave things that are not working for the public or your customers that want to use the rides. Okay, now back to what I'm doing. I'm done putting the wire back in. As you can see, I have the box back on. I still didn't put the lock on yet because I want to make sure that this is going to work before I put anything. So I'm going to take some of these quarters that fell out of there, and I'm going to try the ride. So I'm going to try one slot. You want to make sure they both work. So that's one. And voila! The ride works now. So, in conclusion, before I even say conclusion, I just want you to notice one thing. On these coin mechs, if you notice, they have these little screws up here. Okay? That's what slides into the, if you notice when I was taking it out, when I had to lift up that metal tab, these things slide into it. And when you get these from the shop, they could be on this side, they could be on this side. All you got to do is unscrew these and put them where the old mech screws are, so that they fit into that configuration. Because there's so many different configurations to coin mechs and boxes and everything else. So anyway. So in conclusion, when you go to a ride that's not working, first thing you want to do is check the electricity. If the electricity's not working, then you open up the box and you flip those little the metal tabs there that I showed you to get the ride going. If the ride goes, then you know there's something wrong with the coin mech or it's jammed or something. And that's when we found the coins in there and the paper that somebody jammed in there. Now, you know, in their own defense, they probably put that paper in there because the coin mechs weren't working, so people were putting their money in and losing their money. So they said, the heck with this, we're just going to make it so people can't put no money in there. So I don't blame them for that. But now the ride's working, the mechs are working, so it just takes a little bit of time, a little bit of patience. Sometimes you work longer on other things than others, but you know, it's better to leave a spot with everything working instead of something not working. It looks bad for us as a company and you as an individual, you know, because it's your work ethic. You know, it's you take pride in what you do, and you should always take pride in what you do, and you know, you always do good that way. So anyway, hopefully I'll shoot another video soon. I got one that I got to do about breaking locks because I had a request from one of my TMs to do that, and I will make that video soon. In the meantime, yeah, happy trails, guys.